What's poppin', internet? Welcome to another episode of the Synced Up Podcast, the show where we talk about news, games, and we sandwich a little fun in between. I'm your host, Timothy DeRoe, and joining me this week is your boy, number one Nintendo fan, Michael Clare. What's up, Mike?
Hi. Glad to be here.
Glad to be here. This is the third time we've been on camera, and hopefully the first time it'll finally get uploaded in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, we recorded
trying times.
We recorded a Super Mario Galaxy gameplay video that went horribly wrong. We recorded
the footage did.
The audio was horribly wrong.
Yeah.
The footage was there.
The video was great.
We recorded a full episode of the podcast that became non-existent because, you know, apparently when you record in MP4 format and your computer runs out of space, a lot of bullshit. That was rendered unusable. That's why we missed last week, but we're back in business. We shouldn't miss a week again. This week, we're going to talk about Microsoft buying Bethesda. We're going to go back and talk a little bit about the PlayStation event because, we missed it. And we're going to talk about Amazon's new video game streaming service. But before that, a little bit of housekeeping. We're on YouTube now, so if you listen to the audio version of the pod and would like to put some faces to some voices, you can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/synceduppodcast. And if you watch on YouTube and you're super tired of seeing our faces,
understandable,
find us on your favorite podcasting service by searching Synced Up Podcast and look for the white and blue logo. New episodes go up in both of those feeds, 7 a.m. Central Time Zone, gang. And you can also write into the show at synceduppod@gmail.com if you have any questions, comments, or concerns that you would like us to discuss on the show, and we might do that. Follow us on Twitter at synceduppod to keep up to date with all of our content. So let's just get right into the news. Microsoft buys Bethesda. So why Microsoft bought Bethesda for $7.5 billion?
A lot of money.
A lot of money. More money than I got, I can tell you that much.
I can't say the same.
Oh, okay. All right. This is from Nick Stat at The Verge. Microsoft's priciest video game acquisition, a $7.5 billion purchase of Bethesda Softworks parent company ZeniMax Media, shocked the industry on Monday. The deal puts Bethesda, one of the industry's biggest publishers and owners of some of the most successful gaming series, under the Xbox brand. It also raises a simple but powerful question. How does buying Bethesda fit into Microsoft's overall Xbox strategy? Every major publishing decision Microsoft has taken in the last 3 years since the launch of its Xbox Game Pass subscription service indicates it no longer sees much value in exclusivity, or even selling full-price games for that matter. One of the biggest franchises in gaming, Halo, isn't even exclusive to the Xbox platform anymore. Thanks to xCloud, you can play Halo on an Android phone if you like. You can also play it on PC, by the way. The next major release in the series, Halo Infinite, will be free on Game Pass for console and PC when it launches next year. Spencer made sure to make mention of Game Pass in the company's announcement post this morning, quote, "Just as they took the bold first steps to bring the Elder Scrolls franchise to the original Xbox, Bethesda were early supporters of Xbox Game Pass, bringing their games to new audiences across devices, and have been actively investing in new gaming technology like cloud streaming of games." Spencer wrote, "We will be adding Bethesda's iconic franchises to Xbox Game Pass for consoles and PC." Bethesda Game Studios director Todd Howard echoed similar sentiments, saying that it's Microsoft's vision that convinced the company to agree to join the Xbox platform. Quote, "Why does it matter where the screen is or what the controller is? There are many people with the same access and we can bring it to them, or without the same access and we can bring it to them," he wrote in a post on Bethesda Game Studios' website. "Like our original partnership, this is about more than one system or one screen. We share a deep belief in the fundamental power of games and their ability to connect, empower, and bring joy. And we believe we should bring that to everyone, regardless of who you are, where you live, or what you play on, regardless of the screen size, the controller, or your ability to even use one." So this is gargantuan news. This came out on, I think Monday is when the news dropped. That was an interesting story to wake up to. That day, I was like, "What?" I didn't believe it. I think you posted it in the chat, and then I was just like, "This is This is cap." I had to do some googling, but no, it's true. Bought Bethesda.
As someone who has recently acquired, or will in the future, an Xbox Series S, big news, exciting.
Yeah,
love it.
Super exciting news. Because this means some crazy things. They mentioned here in the Verge article, they're thinking about things other than exclusivity. I'm interested to see if that remains to be true in the future. If, we live in a world where Elder Scrolls 6 and or Starfield becomes an Xbox exclusive or an Xbox and PC exclusive, that could be gargantuan for Microsoft.
Do you see that happening?
I see it like a 50-50. Like, I could definitely see it happening, but I could also see them being like, no, it doesn't matter.
I think it happens 100%. At least for Starfield.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls 6, I don't know what deals have been already made on that one.
Well, Starfield comes first, so.
Does it? Oh, man.
Starfield's first. Elder Scrolls 6 is like a good 4 or 5 years still.
Yeah. I don't know. They're both still so far out that it's like, how far ahead would you have worked, making sure you have these ready for the
And they're
PS5,
still, because Bethesda has Deathloop and they have Ghostwire Tokyo.
Mhm.
Ghostwire Tokyo, a full PlayStation exclusive. Deathloop, a 6-month console exclusive to PlayStation.
Mhm.
And they're still honoring those contracts. So we'll see how this goes. I'm really more interested, not even interested, really just excited to see how much more Game Pass can become the best deal in gaming.
like what's next?
Because we've been saying it. You know, this is the best deal in gaming. You get all the Xbox releases. You got all these crazy games on there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have EA Play coming in, swooping in, getting EA Play, getting the old EA games, getting discounts on future EA games, getting early access to future EA games. And then now you're bringing Bethesda into the mix. They got a lot of proproperties.
Yeah.
A lot of good properties. Dishonored,
Doom.
Prey, Doom, obviously Elder Scrolls, obviously Fallout.
Yeah.
Starfield is coming pretty soon. They have Deathloop. They have Ghostwire Tokyo.
Usually whatever they put out is pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. And you also think, because one of the biggest issues with Bethesda games from back in the day is the fact that Bethesda has to work on their own engine. So it's why games like Skyrim and stuff end up having a lot of jank from launch. And even though they're pretty much done updating Skyrim at this point, there's still a lot of jank in there.
Oh yeah.
And that's due to having to develop their own engine. With this Microsoft backing, it's interesting to think
get the engine handed to you.
Yeah, or you get bought a dedicated team to do that, and so you can focus on two separate things. And I'm interested to see if that makes these games better than they would have been.
I think so.
Which I think these games are
at
good
least
anyway. But
you'll get more. If they're not at least better, you get them more frequently.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing with the engine also means your games take much longer to come out.
Mm-hmm.
And if Microsoft's willing to front the bill to get Elder Scrolls and Starfield and future IPs and stuff coming out faster, that's just good for Bethesda all around.
100%. This news kind of shook the video game industry. We're gonna use this time here to talk about our pre-order experience with the Xbox, to stay on that Microsoft note here. So we did pre-order Xboxes. I think you said you got two, one for you, one for your brother. I got one. Chance got one. Mm-hmm. Did anyone else get one, or is that everybody?
I think it was just the three of us.
Yeah. So that was 10 a.m.
Finished my exam at 9:58.
Yeah. Was that this Tuesday?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So 10 a.m. Oh yeah. So they dropped the Bethesda news right before the pre-orders, which was, you had to do it like that. You had to do it like that. But yeah. So we pre-ordered it that day, and as expected, it was a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
A big clusterfuck.
It was a planned
clusterfuck. Yeah. I will say I think it was better handled than the PlayStation pre-orders, because
you knew when.
You knew when, so you were ready to be there. Unlike the PlayStation pre-orders where you had to put people on post notice. You still had to put people on post notice on this one a little bit, but it wasn't to the same degree.
I think the biggest disappointment was trying to get the all access, or that's what it's called, right?
Xbox All Access.
Yeah,
you don't got enough time to get the loan and all that.
I got into like the first page after you click on it, and then it says you gotta go through the process of being approved. I'm like, makes sense. No way I'm gonna be able to get this done. And as soon as I clicked the next one, it was like, we're already sold out. Yep. And I was like, how? Because you couldn't prepare for that one. You couldn't put your information ahead of time.
That wasn't you couldn't pre-approve yourself for that, which was unfortunate. But they did. So like, what GameStop didn't even go up. They had a placeholder shitty JPEG image telling people they were in line for a pre-order, which was false. And that was on their base GameStop website. You would just put GameStop.com.
You couldn't do anything else on GameStop.
Couldn't go to GameStop. That's what happened there. Best Buy decided, fuck it, we're not going to launch it at the same time as everyone else. Amazon said, here, we're going to put the listing up, but when you click on it, we're just going to show you a picture of a dog.
Yep.
And then Target actually went live, but you would
not the all access.
Yeah, and you would click to put it in your cart, and it would say it wouldn't put it in your cart, right? And your cart would show empty, and then you refresh the page and try to do it again, and it would say, hey, you got too many of these in your cart, even though you didn't have any in your cart.
Yep.
And then Microsoft.com actually just completely shit the bed.
I will say that's where I had my most success was Microsoft.com.
I got success from Amazon, but I got lucky.
I feel like, we all got one from Amazon. That's where I got my second one from my brother. Because it just popped up, and I think a lot of people weren't expecting it immediately. They had a large supply ready.
Yeah, for me, I took an early lunch break at the post office, because I work for the post office, to do this. And then I wasted way more time than my lunch break, like stopping and trying to do shit, and I couldn't do it. And then so I got to a point in the day when I was finished starting my dismount, which is where you drive and walk. Like you do a lot of getting in and out of your truck. And so right before I started that, I was like, you know what? The Amazon page hasn't been going up. They added the listing to the search bar where you could see it, but every time you clicked it, you still got the dog. I'm going to click it one more time and see if I get in. And I must have clicked it like right when it went live, because Wario64 hadn't tweeted about it yet. Jeff Keighley hadn't tweeted about it yet. Like no one had tweeted yet, and I clicked it and it popped up and it was like, add to your cart. And then I immediately went to the chat and was like, get in there right now. And then went back and then was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Gotta go real quick.
My experience with Amazon was about the same. I had, I think I didn't see notifications either. I don't even know. I don't remember specifically, but I don't think even your text message is what got me in there. I was just like, let me check Amazon.
Yeah, that's what I did.
But my experience with Microsoft.com, where I feel everybody had the worst experience, was I didn't even have my info put into Microsoft. Yeah. That's how behind I was on Microsoft.
No.
And so I get in. It's one of the first places I get to. And I get in my cart. I'm like, all right, let's check out. Shit, I forgot to put my info in.
I had all that input way beforehand.
It's like, all right, let's put in let's put in my name and all that stuff. And it'd take like 10 minutes to load.
Yep.
And meanwhile, I'm checking every other thing. And then eventually I notice it loaded. And I'm like, okay, let me do the next thing. Let me put my card info in.
Oh, no.
Another 10 minutes go by. And eventually I finally get it.
Yeah.
It took me forever, but I finally got it.
Yeah.
So it was a trying experience, but
hey, we got one.
Worthwhile.
Yep.
We finally made it in.
So most of the people in the friend group got a Xbox, and I also managed to secure a PlayStation 5 and secure one for Trey as well. So we got PlayStation 5s there. I can't remember the PlayStation 5 thing. I just got lucky. I got it through Target, and it ended up coming back canceled after that. And then who did I buy it through after that?
I have no idea.
Like
Walmart?
Walmart. Yeah, I got it through Walmart. That's who it was. But I managed to get one, even though that one was just as much of a clusterfuck. I was scrambling. I was home for that one at least. So yeah. I was just scrambling at home.
That was an experience as well.
So those were the experiences for the console pre-orders. If you didn't get one, a lot of these sites are posting. If you follow Wario64 on Twitter, you follow IGN Deals on Twitter. A lot of those people are constantly tweeting out about new restocks for the consoles if you didn't manage to get yourself one. And of course you can. Oh no, I lied. It wasn't Walmart. Remember, I had my mom drive.
Oh, the GameStop. Yep.
Yeah, small town GameStop came in clutch. That's what I was about to say here. If you have a GameStop in your town, or Walmart or Best Buy, the units that they use for pre-order physically at the store are different than the ones online. So even though the ones online are out of stock, if you live in a small town, something like that, your store might still have some there. So you might go check.
Yeah.
And call ahead. And they'll have restocks at those stores as well. But when, I do not know. Hopefully you get one. If you got one, congratulations. If not, I'm sorry. Try again. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this next news story here. Amazon Luna. This is this new Amazon cloud streaming service for games. Sounds a lot better than any of the ones on the market right now, if you ask me. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. How Amazon's Luna cloud gaming service compares to Stadia, xCloud, and GeForce Now. Amazon's jumping into an increasingly crowded market. This is from Jay Peters at The Verge. Shout out The Verge today. Amazon has just taken the wraps off its long-rumored Amazon Luna, meaning the company is officially jumping into the cloud gaming ring, one that has become increasingly crowded over the past year. Amazon's Luna offers all-you-can-play access to different selections of games as part of separate, quote, channels, which sounds almost like a cable service. But at launch, you can only subscribe to one channel, Luna Plus, and only if you're accepted as an early access user. The only other channel announced so far is one that'll house exclusively Ubisoft games, and right now you can't buy individual games on Luna. You can only play what's included in the bundles. Luna Plus will have, quote, introductory pricing of $5.99 per month, while the Ubisoft channel, which is currently listed as, quote, coming soon, end quote, doesn't have a price yet. Games will stream from Amazon's AWS widely used cloud computing infrastructure, specifically G4 instances. I don't know what that means, but somebody does. With the promise of loading very quickly with no installation required on your part. And if you buy the custom $49.99 Luna controller offered to Luna early access users, you can connect it directly to those servers while you're playing, which Amazon claims will mean less latency in gameplay than if you're using the controller over a Bluetooth connection. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Luna will be available on PC, Mac, Fire TV, and in a notable distinction from its competitors, iPhone and iPad. Keep that in your head. Keep that in your head. The iOS version of Luna is a progressive web app, according to Engadget, a solution that allows Amazon to circumvent Apple's restrictive App Store rules for cloud gaming apps. Remember that. You call back to an old episode on the podcast, there's a lot of interesting discussion there. There's finna be a lot of interesting discussion. Games will target up to 1080p with 4K support, quote, coming soon for some games, according to the Luna website. Amazon plans to have about 50 games each on both the Luna Plus and Ubisoft channels, the company told Engadget. That number might be surprisingly easy to grow over time as Luna runs on Windows servers and NVIDIA GPUs and Amazon's AWS computer cloud. So developers can bring their existing Windows games over to those to get them running on Luna.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's a lot of interesting stuff here. I think the most notable one, there's a couple of big notable ones, but the first one I'm going to go with here is the fact that it's not paid by the game, which is Stadia. That we thought Stadia was going to be the Netflix model. You pay this much a month, you just get access to these games. The Game Pass model.
Robbed.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
Yeah. Didn't happen. Stadia became its own console, essentially.
Yeah.
It seems like Amazon Luna is actually being like, oh, hey, we're going to $5.99 per month, you get access to these games.
And I think the channel way of doing it is pretty interesting,
so
too.
like, hey, add $3 a month to your Amazon thing. We don't know exactly how it's going to go, so I'm just inferring here. But, hey, you want to tack on the Ubisoft channel, add $3 a month, $4 a month, you get access to Ubisoft games. You have things like Sling TV in the TV space that allows you to pick and choose channels that you want, which allows people to save a lot of money on cable instead of paying $150 a month for Dish or DirecTV. They can just get Sling and pick the channels they want, and I think it's
a very good model,
especially
simply because the way some people use Netflix is they'll get it for the month, watch the one show they wanted to watch, and then cancel it. You can do the same thing with this, essentially, if it works how we think.
You also could, you could just play a lot of games that you weren't going to play anyway. The kind of the Game Pass way. And to me, this is the only way cloud gaming works.
I think so too, because you're not going to sell people on buying games for a cloud service that they would already just buy for their console.
Yeah, I'm not going to go back on Stadia and buy Shadow of the Tomb Raider for $60 to play it on streaming. Like, I don't want to do that. Although that's a good game and I love that game, I just don't want to do that. And a lot of the stuff here, they posted some of the lineup already. I didn't get it together here, but it is a lot of old stuff right now. But the promise of new stuff is what's big. And if you have this Ubisoft channel, maybe drop the Ubisoft games when they drop everywhere else at the same time.
Yeah.
You might be more I can't think of the word, enticed to buy this instead of buying it on your console of choice.
Yeah.
Simply because of the ease of access. And that's where Stadia fails, I feel like, is, hey, we want you to have this streaming thing. And you're like, okay, cool. I like the streaming thing. I can play on my phone. I can play on my TV. I can play on my tablet. I can play everywhere. And that's dope. And I got the cross save. But we want you to pay $60 for the game. And like, I already have this game, right? And then I think that's where xCloud comes in of like, hey, you bought the game on the Xbox and you can play it everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's where xCloud kind of does a little bit better, in my opinion, than Stadia. And it just seems like, to me, this Amazon model is just even better than that one.
I'm interested in the pay model and the channel thing, but I'm also interested to see how they integrate this with Amazon's other big gaming thing, which is Twitch.
Yeah.
So, are you going to be able to stream your Luna game directly to Twitch without having to go through OBS or something? I'm interested to see how that works for people. Yeah, and how it interacts, because I feel like there's a lot of things you can do with this.
Because Stadia has their thing where if you're watching a YouTube video of someone playing a game, you can, how it's supposed to work, where it pops up like, hey, do you want to play the game? You click the game, it'll automatically boot it up for you to play it, and it does it like instantaneously. Problem is, you click the game, if you haven't bought the game, brings up a buy window. This Amazon thing bypasses that. You're watching a streamer on Twitch play Shadow of the Tomb Raider, right? For some reason, you're watching that game. You haven't played Shadow of the Tomb Raider, you have Amazon Luna. I don't know why I keep using this game, but I don't know. And then you're watching them play it, and you're like, you know what? I want to play this. And you could just click the play button, and then just brings it up for you. Like, I think that's a good thing here. Twitch integration is key in the modern day era.
They use it already with the Amazon Video. Already on Twitch, it's integrated to where you and other Twitch Prime users can watch like The Boys on Twitch together. Cool. So I'm interested to see how Amazon integrates all their different softwares together. I think there's a lot more room for this to grow than something like Stadia could, simply because of the reach that Amazon has. Yeah,
that's true. The other notable thing here is the fact that they're going to be on iOS, iPhone, and iPad.
Yeah.
That brings the question here. What's Apple's ball game? You block Microsoft from bringing xCloud to the iPhones because you can't rate each individual game, and you can't take your 30% cut. You block Fortnite and Epic Games out of the game for doing the thing that they did, even though that's a little more heinous. But Amazon comes in. It seems like they're just rolling with it.
Yeah, I don't.
But do you?
It says it. The iOS version of Luna is a progressive web app.
That's the thing
and it circumvents the rules.
Yeah.
So I'm interested why. Microsoft can just do the same thing.
Yeah, like why?
I just don't understand enough.
Is Amazon able to do it because they're Amazon?
Yeah.
Or is they're able to do it because anyone can do it, and these other companies for some reason don't want to take that route? Like what's the actual thing? And I don't know, because it could just be xCloud and Fortnite doesn't matter in this hypothetical because we're just talking about game streaming, but it could just be that xCloud wants to be on the App Store. And that could be it.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're like, fuck it, we're not going to do this web app thing because we want to be on the App Store.
Yeah.
Whereas Amazon seems, whatever this means, I'm not.
I don't know what web app means. So
I'm pretty sure that just means you got to do it in browser,
Do we have
Safari.
a date for when Luna is supposed to go live? Is that
no?
I don't see it on here. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Jordan, can you look it up?
Yeah.
Amazon Luna. See if we got a release date for that.
While he's looking that up, there's something we didn't put on here. Tokyo Game Show is going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And there hasn't been anything too crazy announced there. They're mostly just showing extra detail for games that have been announced at other events. So there was more Resident Evil 8 gameplay. If you're interested in that, you can find some of that. Hyrule Warriors. They announced
Impact.
Young Impa. Was announced. I can't remember if we've gotten to talk about Hyrule Warriors or if that was last week.
If it was last,
because that might have been in the Nintendo partners. Was it?
No, because it was one that was older than that.
Was it? That was announced on Twitter, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hyrule Warriors was on Twitter, so we did talk about Hyrule Warriors already.
But they showed footage of that.
They did. Announced release date November 20th.
Looks exactly how I thought it would, and I'm excited.
Me as well.
The Breath of the Wild universe is just a pretty universe. So.
Yep, 100%.
Looks very good.
Yeah, I was gonna put Tokyo Game Show stuff in here, but there hasn't been enough English roundups, and I can't read Japanese.
If there was big things, we would know already.
Yeah.
I don't know if the event's over. I don't think it is yet.
Nope. Goes through to the end of the day or to the end of tomorrow.
I think it might be tomorrow.
No date.
Okay, no date for Luna yet.
Okay,
but
cool.
We'll keep
no
an eye
date
out.
for Luna. So we're gonna take this time to run through the PS5 event a little bit that we missed last week. Well, we didn't miss it. We sat here and we ran you through it.
No, we took a week off.
We didn't take a week off. Y'all just never got to see it. So let's run through this quickly here.
Real quick, like.
So obviously, Final Fantasy 16 was announced. I'm excited for that. Miles Morales. Cool. They showed off a little bit of gameplay of Miles Morales.
Mm-hmm.
Looks very crisp. Hogwarts Legacy was a whole thing. Looks pretty nice.
Didn't they announce with Miles Morales that Spider-Man comes with it?
No, if you buy the digital deluxe
Ultimate
edition, yeah.
Okay, that's the $70 one, right?
If you buy the $70 one, you get the remastered Spider-Man from PS4.
Okay.
If you buy the $50 one, you just get Miles Morales.
Okay.
Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy was announced. It looks really good. We're not sure what that game is though. They showed off more Resident Evil 8, and it really, like, I called it out last week, but y'all didn't hear it, I guess. Is that it's really giving me Outlast vibes, if you know what Outlast is, or Amnesia.
They're staying along Resi Evil 7.
Yep, the first person
that
horror.
Kind of aesthetic.
Keeping that going. Then they showed off a few more little things. They showed off a new Five Nights at Freddy's game that looks very good. I can't wait for that.
Mm-hmm.
Demon's Souls showed off a trailer.
Beautiful.
That
talked about that for a while.
Looks absolutely beautiful.
Look at that
stunning.
game. I recommend you look at that game side by side and see how incredible that looks.
I also agree.
Like Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Mm-hmm. They announced the PlayStation Plus collection, what seems to be a smaller scale Game Pass for PlayStation that will allow you to play old PlayStation classics. Then they announced God of War Ragnarok, a little bit of a teaser there.
That's all they did was announce it.
Yeah. They did put the date of 2021 on it, which is weird. If they hit that, if all the games coming in 2021 hit 2021, like that might be the best year.
I mean, because you have the leftovers and pushovers from 2020 that got pushed into 2021.
And mixed together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
could be a good year.
Yeah, I think 2021 is lining up to be a banger of a year.
Yeah.
Then they showed that they announced that Miles Morales and Horizon Zero Dawn 2 will actually also be releasing on PS4. If you were worried about that and thinking you had to get a PS5, you don't have to do that. You can just get a PS4.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of weird stuff with the pre-orders. We don't need to go through that anymore. And that's about it. That's all the stuff that was announced. I will say We talked about it last week, but it was a good event. Ultimately, a lot of good announcements there, and I was pretty excited for all the stuff that was announced. And if you missed that event, I would advise go watch it. I think it's only 50 minutes.
There was a lot of good stuff in there. The Call of Duty gameplay they showed made it look very good.
Yep.
It just got me excited for some of the games that are coming to PlayStation. I think something we talked about was that I feel like we still should talk about is the PlayStation Plus thing. Do you see it becoming a competitor against Game Pass, or do you think it's just PlayStation's little like bonus thing?
I think it's just a bonus thing. I don't think you can. It's so impossible to compete with Game Pass, I feel like, at this point.
Yeah.
And I don't think PlayStation is ready to drop their titles day and date with PlayStation Plus collections. You're not going to find Miles Morales or Horizon Zero Dawn, Forbidden West.
I just don't even know how you begin to compete with Game Pass.
You don't. Without
throwing away all your exclusives that would, that get people to buy games.
I don't think you do compete, honestly.
It's a Titan. It's crazy.
It's damn near impossible. But the PlayStation Plus collection is tight. If you missed God of War, if you missed Spider-Man, you missed Days Gone or Ghost of Tsushima.
And it's another thing of like,
you can play those.
Just buying PlayStation Plus for a month, right? To just play some of those games.
Yeah.
That you might have missed on. For I don't know how much PlayStation Plus is, but like, it's got to be worth it more than just buying even 2 of those games. So, crazy good deal.
I agree.
I love seeing that.
I agree. That is it for the news this week. It was a pretty solid week. It was a more solid week last week, but y'all don't get to see that. Sorry again. But this next section of the podcast is where we talk about the historical releases from this week in gaming. So let's get right into it. September 27th. There wasn't shit, bro. I scrolled through that, and I was like really looking at these games, and I was like, can I muster up one of these to talk about it? Like, I didn't think I played a single one, and I don't think you played a single one.
I kind of want to go look.
You probably should.
If I pull up my phone, will it cause interference?
It could, because last time I did that, it kind of fucked things up.
It's worth it.
Is it worth it?
I have to know.
Oh, no.
I have to know how bad some of these games are. You can continue on to the 20th.
Last time I was talking about GG app, and I brought it up on my phone. It caused severe audio issues.
I'm not bringing up the GG app.
Could it be the GG app? Download that app if you don't have it, by the way. It's really good. Really good app.
So I'm looking up this day in gaming. I assume you looked at GameFAQs, right?
Yep.
What is today? Why is it bringing up the 28th? It just skipped over the 27th.
Yeah, it's not the 27th anymore.
Okay, let's see. On the 27th, Dragon Warrior.
That was the port, though.
Yep. Harmony of Despair.
Yep.
No. Veronica. We've already talked about that before.
Yep.
Wow. Darkest Dungeon on PlayStation.
Yeah, but that's just
I know
the PC port.
You only do the Dragon Ball FighterZ to
console ports.
Man, this is sad.
Yep, sad day. 27th. Somebody released something on the 27th.
Dragon Quest 11 S Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition. You should never skip a chance to say that name.
Dragon Quest 11 S Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition.
I think it's worth saying every occasion you can get.
Yeah, sure. September 28th, more. I was going to say more better.
More
of a
games.
Day. I was going to say more better of a day is what I was going to say.
Yeah.
A better day, September 28th. Pokemon Red and Blue in 1998.
Shit.
That's cat.
Game's garbage, dude.
Nah, dude, those are good.
I'm kidding. They're wonderful. I love those games.
They're iconic. Dead Rising 2 in 2010. I'll accept the garbage on this one. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey, I like it though. The original Binding of Isaac in 2011. What a game. A game that one of those games that furthered the indie scene.
Yeah.
Like one of those classics you see like Meat Boy and stuff of like, hey, this is really bringing indies to the limelight. Binding of Isaac did that. And also, I personally think popularized the roguelike genre along with Spelunky. Both of them in a combo team. You get Rogue Legacy in there. Start to really popularize that genre. And, you see newer games like Hades starting to do stuff, and people who don't like roguelikes are starting to get in. So
yeah, Binding of Isaac walked so Hades could run.
Golf Story in 2017. It blows my mind. It's been 3 years since that game, but it shouldn't blow my mind. I bought that when the damn
When does
Switch launched.
Sports Story come out?
It's currently been delayed into like ethereal date.
So indefinitely.
Yeah, pretty much.
Rip.
I really want that game though. It does look tight. And Golf Story is a good game, a good indie game on the Switch for like $10. If you haven't played it, it sounds stupid because it's a golf game, but it's so much more than a golf game. September 29th, the launch of the Nintendo 64 with its launch title Super Mario 64.
And its other launch title. Do you know it?
No. Isn't it like Pilot Wings?
Yeah, Pilot Wings 64.
Yeah, Pilot Wings. Wow, what a What a thing! Like that was a gargantuan day.
Yeah.
The launch of
what
the
a game.
Nintendo 64.
I'll play 64 real soon.
Oh yeah, you haven't got there yet.
Nope.
I played about 10 minutes of it in a 3D All Stars collection and realized I couldn't stand it. I'm sorry. I just can't. Like, especially going from like Odyssey to Galaxy.
We'll get to
and
that.
then the jump back. Like I just
because
can't do it.
we're gonna talk about that.
Just can't do it.
Down here.
Cuphead released in 2017.
That game is wonderful.
Hard.
Binding of Isaac walked, so Cuphead could run.
I don't know about that, but sure. September 30th, the day of the sequels, Doom 2 was released in 1994, the sequel to the classic.
I'll say it again. Binding of Isaac.
Don't say it again. Fallout 2 in 1998, the final Fallout that Obsidian made before they had to hand it over Bethesda until Bethesda graciously allowed them to make Fallout New Vegas later. This was the last traditional Fallout in the style of Wasteland.
Yep.
Yeah, what a game. October 1st, Medieval in 1998. I played the remake of this on the PSP. Have you never played Medieval?
Nope.
It's like one of those mascot platformer games, but with the skeleton guy from PlayStation.
Okay.
Nothing?
Nope.
Not ringing any bells? Okay, wow.
You got me scared out here to say I don't know a game.
No, this one's fine.
After the Beautiful Joe incident?
Yeah. Well, this one's better. You're okay here.
Okay.
The Beautiful Joe, you're not okay, but this one you're okay. The Legend of Zelda: Phantom Hourglass in 2007. That's a game that I haven't played.
I have played that one.
Really?
Yeah. It's kind of interesting how I managed to play that one. The one Zelda game I had played before how old would I have been? 9? Yeah. I had this was on the DS, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3DS.
Yep. No, DS.
No, not the 3DS. No,
it was
I'm
on
tripping.
DS.
Yeah.
I have distinct memories of losing this game in a friend's car.
That's weird.
You know how when you sit in the backseat and there's little pouches in the
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I took out Phantom Hourglass to play something else.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else really. And I think I slid it there. And it's so distinctly I remember it because I'm like, I can never find this game. And it has to be in that car.
In that pouch.
And
it's forever stuck in the bottom there.
I miss it till this day.
Go find the car.
I couldn't even tell you which friend it was.
Wow. That's one of the few Zelda games I actually missed. I haven't played it, which is weird. Grand Theft Auto Online in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about a game. A big one.
Yeah. So much money sunk into that.
Dollars. So much money sucked out of that as well.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Other people's money sunk
money
into
to
it.
be made. October 2nd, Castlevania Symphony of the Night in 1997. The cult classic. No, that's not a cult classic. That's
Castlevania walked.
So what?
Oh.
Who's running?
So?
Resident Evil 6, 2012.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, you got nothing?
That game's donkey, dude.
Yeah, that game's terrible.
May I even bring out Boo Boo?
No, I don't think you need to bring
save
out,
Boo Boo.
Yeah, save that one. Resident Evil 6, not a great game. I'm so glad Resident Evil 7 turned it around and actually is good as shit.
Yep.
October 3rd, you have Rage in 2011, the original one. Did you play the sequel?
No,
I didn't either. Even
I
though
forgot
I
it
kind
came
of wanted
out.
to. Yeah, that was one of those.
Came out at a bad time.
Yeah,
Like,
I can't
just
remember
like,
what came out around it. I don't even remember. That's
Uh-huh.
what I mean. I
remember seeing the trailer for this game. And like, Rage 2.
and
And that was my moment.
I remember it coming out and just being like, I'm playing other things, and then I'm gonna be playing other things when I'm done with these things. I'm not doing it. And then 2014, Smash 4 on the 3DS.
I also have vivid memories of this. I went to my small town Walmart, and when I say small town Walmart, you still have never seen my Walmart.
Mm-mm.
It is the size of like a big CVS.
Yeah.
And went back there, asked if they had got it in. I got it on Thursday, like 6 p.m., a little early, and I played that game nonstop. I was a Little Mac main at first.
No,
I only know that because I thought I was a Bowser main on it.
Yeah.
But I pulled up the 3DS. I put the game in, looked at my time. I had so many hours into Little Mac. And I think because when the demo came out, you could only play as like 8 characters.
Yeah.
And you could play as, I think, 4 classic characters like Mario, Link, Samus, and Kirby. And then you could also play as Mega Man, Little Mac, maybe Shulk or something. I don't know. But, Pac-Man was one of them. And I just remember playing Little Mac so much. And I would beat everybody's ass. Vivid memories of this game.
I can't go back to Smash 4, bro. Post Ultimate?
No, not at all.
Yeah, Post Ultimate, Smash 4 is.
I don't even. Maybe I do
Thing
reminisce about how much better I was with Mario.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
You're not good
peak.
at Ultimate.
I can't play Mario on Ultimate.
No, you're not very good. That is it for this week in gaming.
You're just gonna diss me like that. You're not very good, he says.
Yeah. That's it for this week in gaming. A pretty good week, if you ask me.
Pretty good 2 weeks of it.
All right week.
I'd say overall for news, not a great week.
I meant for this week in gaming.
Oh, I thought you meant this week.
Yeah, this week is okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Bethesda.
This week in gaming is pretty
Bethesda
good.
getting bought is big.
You get some big ones here.
Yeah. This next section of the podcast, is the section where we play Akinator, a game where we see if we can guess a character from video games faster than a computer AI. The AI doesn't get the head start that we do, in which we know it's a video game character. He does not, and honestly, we need that head start sometimes. But also sometimes we don't, because he sucks.
That's true.
Like sometimes
he be throwing.
Yeah, he's asked some dumbass question that doesn't make any sense. So yeah.
Last week I believe it was Luma, is what I chose.
Yep.
The one that the podcast that didn't get to go up, and it took him like what 35.
I'm sorry. Huh?
It took him like 35.
35.
40 something. It was up there.
35 questions.
And
No,
he
maybe
just-
36.
You just couldn't get it.
Yeah, no, it didn't make any sense. It was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a character for me this week?
Give me a second here.
How you
You want me to-
communicate it to him?
You're gonna use
If you tell him the character, I'll hear the character.
that. I mean, I have to get up, and I'm really not about that. So that's true. Okay.
Doo-doo boop, ba-doo boop.
All right. I got it.
Okay, that's the character. Is this character in a Nintendo game?
Yes.
Is this character in the Mario franchise?
No.
Character in the Zelda franchise?
No.
Is this character on the Smash roster?
Yes.
Now the Smash roster is gone.
Every time you ask that
The
question.
good old classic. The Smash Ultimate roster, to be specific. Well, I guess everybody's on that, so never mind.
Yeah, everybody's here. What do you mean?
It's called,
Yeah, no, it's on 4, but
not Ultimate. Okay. Character's on the Smash roster. He's not Mario. He's not a Zelda franchise.
That's correct.
Is this wow, okay.
Is this character?
Is this character? What are the other franchises again?
It's just Mario and Zelda, dude.
Would you consider this character one of my mains?
No.
No, not at all. Okay.
5.
Have we talked about this character today?
Today? No.
Okay. All right. You wouldn't consider it one of my mains.
No, I would not.
Not one of the ones I got in the rotation.
Nope.
Okay. But he's from a Nintendo franchise.
Yep. Well, I didn't say that.
Does this
I
character have an upcoming game?
Hold up. You asked,
If
is
it's
the
a
character
Nintendo-
in a Nintendo game?
Okay, well, I guess him being in the Smash. Never mind. Scratch my last question then. Okay. He is on the Smash roster. Okay.
That's
Okay.
true.
Is this character known for slaying vampires?
We're slaying vampires.
Mhm.
You're going with the shot in the dark, even though I said we didn't talk about it.
Oh, we didn't talk.
So,
Okay.
no.
Okay. I said, did we talk about this character, not this character's game? We haven't talked about Simon or Richter.
I guess that's fair.
Okay. You try for a snipe, You really try for one of those.
You do.
Let me think here. You wouldn't consider him one of my mains?
No, I will say, I never said it wasn't a Nintendo IP.
What?
I just said they were in a Nintendo game.
So it's not a Nintendo IP?
Well, I didn't say that.
Why are you adding addendums that make no sense? Because you
I'm
said
not.
I'm not saying.
I just
it
don't want
was
you.
a
I just don't
Nintendo
want you to
IP.
think it is somebody who's not a Nintendo IP. I'm just saying you never asked the question.
Yeah, and then you were like, I never said it was a Nintendo IP. So I was like, okay, but I never said it wasn't a Nintendo.
Yeah, because I didn't
IP.
want you to go in the other direction. When your first question
It was
after
too late.
is-
Now I'm zigzagging. Now you just fucked me up more.
I'm just saying it could be
You should've
anybody
just
on
left it.
on the roster.
You should have just left it where it was.
Yeah, but I didn't want you to ask about
this
Snake
character
next.
Is this character related to Pokemon?
No.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
You're at 8.
I am indeed at 8. The character is not related to Pokemon in any way, shape, or form. Is this character's original game a fighting game?
No.
Okay, that marks off a few dudes there. Scrolling back through the roster, not from the Marios, not from the Zeldas.
You're at 9.
I'm thinking real deep.
No, you're not.
Is this character from a Nintendo franchise?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Does this character have multiple sexes from their selection? Like, can you be a female version or a male version of this character?
That's a good question. No. That's 11.
Okay, that rules out a bunch. That rules out a ton, actually. This character got a sword?
No. 12.
Well, fuck, who's left then? That's like everybody.
No, it's not. It's absolutely not.
That feels like everybody. You remove the Pokemons, you remove the Marios, and you remove the
I will
Zeldas.
say removing anybody with a sword was a good call.
You remove all the swords, guys. You remove all the swords, guys, and then you remove all the Pokemons. And he's not from a Nintendo franchise, so you remove Alph and Olimar. You remove Wii Fit Trainer. You remove all the female male versions of characters, which I guess is just Wii Fit Trainer and the people with swords, so that didn't make any sense.
Wait, you removed Alph and Olimar?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because Alph and Olimar is a Nintendo franchise.
Yeah, and this is a Nintendo franchise character.
You said no.
No, I said yes.
Oh, okay. That's true. Well, shit.
You tripping, bro?
I mean, it has to be Alpha Olimar, right? Is this Alpha Olimar?
No.
Okay.
Why does it have to be them?
Because you fucked me up with that. Wait, I don't.
You've skipped quite a few franchises here.
I'm trying to think, dude. Okay. So it's not gonna be Rob. I play Rob. It's not gonna be Lucas. I play Lucas. It's gonna be Incineroar. He's related to Pokemon. It's not gonna be Dr. Mario. He's Mario. It's not gonna be Jigglypuff. It's not gonna be Piranha Plant. It's not gonna be any Fire Emblem characters. It's not gonna be Lil Mac. It's not gonna be any Castlevania character. It's not gonna be.
Trey, I'd like you to, if you're listening, Trey, place your guess right now.
It's not gonna be. So there's like.
Really, if anybody's listening, place your guess.
Like.
See if you're smart. Because we play against Akinator. You play against Tim.
How many am I at?
13.
Damn, really?
Mm-hmm.
Does not feel. I thought it was like 8 or 9.
It is possible. I've been slowly adding some, but I don't think so.
13? That feels like a lot. I need someone to run the tape. That doesn't feel right. Dog. Not Mario's. Not Zelda's. Is this from a Kirby franchise?
Nope.
Yeah, see, I didn't think so because we had Kirby before. But I just had to make sure. And it's not Alpha Olimar. Not Castlevanias. Does this character have a what do they call those characters? The ones where it's like the same but not.
Oh, an Echo character?
Yeah, is this character?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Is this character originally from a Sakurai game?
No.
Is this character
What Sakurai game are you thinking of?
Pit?
Sakurai made Pit?
He made Kid Icarus, which is where Pit's from.
Oh, okay. I thought he just did.
No, he did Kid Icarus, which is Palutena and Pit.
Mm.
So this character is definitely. So this character has an Echo character.
Yeah.
Right. So not is an Echo character.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well. Yeah.
This character has one, but not is one.
Well.
Just say yes or no.
Is that a question?
Well, because I'm reiterating
What's
my
the question?
previous question.
Is it has one or is one?
Because my question before was, does this character have an Echo character? So they are not the Echo. They have one.
Well, it depends how you look at it. If you pick the Echo character, is the other character an Echo character?
No. Because when they introduce it in the trailer, they're like, these characters are Echo characters.
What if I accept both answers? Well, that just means... Because I was accepting both answers in my head. I guess I shouldn't accept both answers.
Yeah.
This character is not... What was your question?
This is my I already asked this question.
Yeah. This character has an Echo character.
Yeah. So this character has an Echo character.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're at 19.
Yeah. Is this character orange?
Yes.
Okay, it's Samus Aran.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 17 questions. Bring them up.
Samus Aran from Metroid.
Because in my head, I was like, I will also accept Zero Suit Samus, and I might also accept Dark Samus. But that's a different character.
Hit the two. You can bring it up. Go. The display capture is off.
There
you go.
So 17. Someone can roll it back and double check. But I think it's 17.
All right. We'll take that.
Let's go.
Like a mat.
Loading.
Like a pimple on the
Is your
back.
character a girl?
Yes.
You're screwed.
I got finessed. Does your character have more than 500k followers? No. No.
Maybe.
Your character ever really existed? No.
No. I wish.
Character originally from a video game? Yes.
Yes.
Is your character from a horror game? I'd say no. I wouldn't classify it as horror, but some of the games could be seen as horror, so I'd put no. Like you wouldn't traditionally think of Metroid as a horror game. Does your character use guns? Yeah.
Yeah.
Character from Fortnite?
No.
Your character from a first-person shooter? Yeah.
Prime, yeah.
Yeah. Metroid Prime is a first-person shooter. Is your character from Detroit Become Human? No. That's not a first-person shooter. Let's see.
See, Akinator really be going for the weird.
Weird Does your character have hair?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is your character a nice person? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good guy.
She was cool with Pikachu.
Battle Royale? Nope.
Nope.
Your character involved with the Blizzard game? Nope.
Nope.
Your character from the Blonde Squad? Nope.
What is that?
Fuck if I know. But look, they're all capitalized, so I'm thinking that is a specific thing.
What if she is in the Blonde Squad? Just hit no.
Yeah, hit no. Does your character have Greek origins?
No.
Not that I know of. Your character have the Batman logo on the chest?
No.
Definitely not.
All right, I think you finessed them.
Do you control your character?
Yeah.
Is your character part of the Who? No.
No. The
Baku Squad.
Man, Akinator really been off his game.
Is your character review horror movies? No.
No.
Who's that supposed to be? Alan Wake? Is your character linked to Call of Duty? No.
No. Damn, finessed him.
Is your character associated with Ubisoft? No.
No.
See, Akinator have been really non-performing the past few weeks. Is your character a ghost researcher? No.
No.
That's Alan Wake. Is your character able to transform? Yes, into a ball.
Yeah.
Does your character jump scare? No.
No.
What do you think of Freddy Fazbear? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it.
Is your character a squid?
No.
Hell no. Agent, we just said no,
Oh, it's
right?
because it's an octopus.
Oh. Yeah, click no. Definitely not. You continue. I need to know.
Yeah.
Why has he been performing so bad the past few weeks?
I don't know.
Is your character a what? A red guard? No. From Skyrim, the red guard woman. Does your character always request healing? No.
No.
Overwatch? Your character from Anohana? No. That's a show, not a video game. Does your character have perfect pitch? No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he's gone, bro. Is your character from a shooting game? Yeah.
Yeah.
See what happened along the way. Does your character have 100 million subscribers? No.
That could only be.
See, what does that mean? Is your character from a free-to-play game? No. See,
No.
why did he toss in these questions? It wouldn't make sense.
Because it said linked to gaming, right? Or did it say is a video game character?
Yeah. Oh, is your character linked with Nintendo? Yes.
All right,
here
we're
we
finally
go.
gonna get there.
Is
Hopefully.
your character from YouTube?
Never mind.
No. Is your character what?
Play Ultimate Frisbee?
No.
No.
Your character examine teeth? No.
No.
Who's a dentist? And is your character a sorcerer or a witch?
No.
Definitely not. Yo, Akenigger, I fucked you up. Does your character have their own theme song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That probably. Just hit probably.
Hit probably. Your character a duck?
Duck.
No.
Oh. Wow.
Is your character an inkling?
No.
We already established that. Does your character have tentacles? No.
They're stuck on this Splatoon stuff.
Is your character
Verified on Spotify? It's because you said no to horror.
No, I want to go. Go fast. Go fast.
You said no to horror, and I think that
Is your character a blonde? Yes.
Yeah.
Does your character have an arm blaster? Yes.
Yes. All right, there we go.
Samus on.
It's because I bet it's because you said no to horror.
No way.
I think it counts as a horror game.
No way.
Yeah.
The original Metroid's not a horror game.
Do you count the movie Alien as a horror movie?
Yeah. That's 100% a horror movie. That's
Thank
not even
you.
a debate.
Yeah, so Metroid
It's not like Alien.
is a horror game.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It was one of the
You could
original
say-
horror games.
No.
I think so.
This is false. You could say like Metroid Fusion or no, Metroid Other M maybe could be considered horror, but the original Super Metroid would not be considered
I'm
horror.
consulting the internet. What'd they say? Sniped him. You threw Akinator off,
Dude,
bro.
You agreed. You were
No,
part of
I
this.
said.
You
I
said,
think it
You
is.
said, and then you
Check
ultimately
the tapes.
conceded.
Check the
You
tapes. I think
conceded.
I agreed
No
that it was a
need
horror
to
thing, but you were like,
rewind.
"No, absolutely not." I was like, "Okay."
Because that's what it is.
Yeah, but like,
You can't consider like every game with like some horror elements just horror. You know, can't. Do
I'm not
that.
saying it's just horror, but it is a horror game.
Nah.
It's not only a horror
You
game.
gotta think of like you can't think of like all the like the elements of the game because it would Metroid be considered a puzzle game? Because there's fucking puzzles in that game. But
Yeah,
you wouldn't say
so-
Metroid is a puzzle game.
I'm not saying it's just a puzzle game, but it is a puzzle game. Like there's it is a tag on it.
You could say Metroid has puzzle elements. Metroid's not a puzzle game.
Yeah, but it's okay. Yeah, I agree. But it is a horror game.
But if someone's like, "Is Metroid a horror game?" The answer is no, dude. The
I think
answer is it's
Metroid
an
is a
action
horror
adventure game. What? No,
Yeah.
that's cap. What? Okay, hold up. That doesn't make any sense. There's no. That's not even. It doesn't have survival elements. Like you're not running low on like fucking bullets and shit. You have infinite bullets.
Okay.
What form are you on?
You state. Please state your
Bro.
side in the comments.
Yeah. Is Metroid a horror game or not? Let us know in the
All
comment
of
section
Tim's
below.
homeboys, call him up, let him know he's wrong.
Yeah, no.
Or
Metroid's not a horror game.
Don't
dude.
let him know that I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
So what you been playing, bro?
Yeah, on to the what you've been playing section. That's what really, really matters here. So I've been playing Among Us, of course, some more. That game.
Boo boo.
No, that game continues to be so good.
I die every round. Round one.
It's such a fun
Not
game.
'cause I'm trash.
We just keep putting hours in, and
It's because I'm good.
It's just so, that doesn't make any sense. It's just so
Yeah.
it's just so fun to play.
Jordan gets it.
What?
What do you mean that doesn't make any sense?
You die every round because you're good.
Yes.
Oh,
Isaiah
don't
would
do
come
that.
after my neck every round.
I don't do that. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. You know you playing with your friends, and it really just continues to be just as fun. The last game we played as it was the first game we played. It really is a banger game. I've been playing Hades. That is a fantastic roguelike game from Supergiant. Supergiant actually a thing I wanted to talk about a little bit. We don't got a lot of time, but Supergiant might get. I'm eyeing them. I think Microsoft might buy Supergiant, bro.
You could say that about literally anybody at this point.
No, I'm throwing it out right now, bro. Microsoft will buy Supergiant. 100%. Yes, they
No.
will. $5.
Till when? The end of time?
Till the by the end of
Because I never win that deal.
the middle of 2020. By January 1st, 2022.
No, because I'm gonna forget about it.
That's 1 year.
That's too far away.
That's 1 year.
You know how many bets we probably made from January
we
to
made
March
a 10-month
that
in
we forgot?
advance bet. Actually,
On
no, we
what?
made an 11-month in advance. If that Kingdom Hearts wasn't gonna make the year that it came out, and then they delayed it to January the following year, and we made that bet in January that year, and then you paid me my $10 because I don't forget.
I do be forgetting. That's why I'm not gonna take this bet.
Why? Because once you take the bet, it doesn't matter if you forget it.
It does.
How?
Because then if I win, you might be likely
no,
to
I'm gonna
not
tell
me.
you. Why would I do that?
Because I forgot, and you know.
I'm not gonna do that.
Listen,
Wow.
I'm not taking that deal.
Microsoft's gonna buy Supergiant. The amount of success that they've been having, it seems like a studio that's right.
I really hope not.
Why?
I want their games to. I guess I'm getting an Xbox, but like, I want them on a Switch.
You know that'll still happen, bro.
Put them on a Switch.
That'll still happen. Then I played the Call of Duty Alpha last weekend. Seems to be pretty good. I need a little bit more time with it to get my full opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And then I played Inmost, which is a $10. Actually, I think I paid $7 for it because it was on sale. Indie game on the Nintendo Switch that took me about 2 hours to complete. Was very good.
Yeah. Some of
I
the more
reviewed it
important
on.
things.
I reviewed it on GG app if you want my.
I 100%ed Galaxy, like a real man.
Yep.
I have the photos to prove it.
Yep. This did happen. Good game. Good game. That.
Good game. Great mechanics. Horrible 100% though. I literally had to beat the game twice.
Yep.
And that just feels robbed. There's not enough difference between playing as Luigi to make it worth having to get 120 stars with both. So
you get the cool little thing at the end.
You do, and I love that. But I wish there was just a little more variance.
You get play Galaxy 2, bro.
Maybe eventually. And then I started Sunshine. I'm like 20 stars in, 20 shines in.
20 shines.
Excuse me. I'm up and down on it.
It's hard going from a good game to a not as good game.
Yeah. So, I'm still going to 100%. I'm going to 100% 3D All-Stars. And that'll be a proud achievement for me.
Yeah. I mean, 100% in Sunshine's nowhere near as difficult as 100% in Galaxy.
I don't know. It's already tried my patience more
Really?
than
That's
Galaxy.
just
Because Galaxy,
frustrating.
and then the thing I enjoy so much about Odyssey and Sunshine, or not Sunshine, Galaxy, is that you can just run head straight into almost anything and just kind of try and maneuver your way through it with your skills and your platforming. I'm not good at Sunshine to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So I have to slowly do all these puzzles and things.
Yeah.
And one mess up
Just
just tilts me so much.
Tilt the stick to the left and be like, move to the left. Turn left. Turn left.
And I just run out of time so often, and I'm not as smooth with it. So, but it's still good.
Yep.
I'm enjoying it.
Fun game.
Yeah.
Is that it? That's all you got?
Yeah.
Dry week for you.
I 100% in Galaxy. What did
True.
you do?
I listed what I did.
You haven't
right
beat
here.
Hades. You played an alpha and a 2-hour indie.
I had to play an alpha first off. I beat the 2-hour indie. I played a lot of Among Us. I played Hades.
Yeah, you played it. You didn't beat it.
Yeah, but I put like a good 12 hours in.
And you haven't beat it?
No, I haven't fucking beat it, dude.
Trash.
And then I've been watching some anime.
I watched your brother
Watching
do
some movies.
one run and almost beat the game. And he would have if he had just counted.
But he has all the upgraded shit from my hard work. Okay?
But you could have done that run, and I bet you would not have gotten that far.
How do you know? With what
'Cause
evidence?
You're trash.
No, that's complete false.
I saw him play for 10 minutes. I saw you play for 2 hours.
Let's end this show, dude. I got work in the morning. What time is it?
You're getting this work right now on the mic.
I know. What it feels like. And no one's listening anymore or watching. They've
Yeah.
all left.
It's true.
They've all left.
I'm about to leave.
Yeah. That's
It's your show. You got to end it.
That's the show for the week. Thank you so much. You person listening or watching.
I'm watching.
Thank you so much for watching or listening to the show. We very much appreciate it. I'm sorry we missed last week. That shouldn't happen again. It was a lot of technical difficulties. And we should have some gameplay, more impressions type videos going up. We do have an Elgato sitting down right there. And it's hooked up to a Switch dock that's right there. But you didn't get to see the Galaxy 2 video, which was honestly, in my opinion, some of the best content we've made. Which sucks. But we worked out the kinks. And honestly, the video version of the show should be better now because in working out those kinks, I learned some new things about bit rates and shit like that. So there should be more consistency in the quality, staying on that 4K, that 1080 to 4K quality and not getting a little blocky down to 360p, even though on your phone it said it was in 1080. So we shouldn't have those problems anymore. But again, thank you for listening to the show or watching the show on YouTube. Review, rate it, all that stuff. Share it with your friends. Subscribe, comment, like, do all the jazz. We will see y'all next week. Thank you.
Bye.